Hey, welcome to another episode of Politics and Wellness. I'm your host, Captivating Christian, and yes, I'm behind the black screen today because, everything is not working. Let's just say my laptop, not working. I forgot my charger, and I happen to not be home, so I have to use somebody else's laptop. And yeah, this is not fun. So, but the show must go on. And as always, it is always a pleasure to see you all. So that's why you didn't see all the other bells and whistles that you would normally see. Yeah, yeah, StreamYard. For the money that I pay for this a month, you would think that anytime I log on anywhere, I should have all of my little things, but apparently not. So hopefully you all can hear me well. If you can, just put a thumbs up in the chat. That would be great. Brother Nate, I do see you in the back, so let me know when you're ready, and we can get this party started. Hey, how you doing, Patty Duke? Welcome, nice to see you. What's up, Marcus? Mr. Megan needs Marcus. How are you, sir? Nice to see you. And for those of you in the lustrous balcony, nice to see you as well. And the server will be by to give you, your drink of choice. What's going on, sir? How are
Hey,
you?
how you doing?
Huh.
Good. I
Making it
know,
work.
because I'm not on my regular thing either. So,
Yeah, it's like, and I'm like, okay, cool. I'll just log in and everything should be there. I absolutely not. I logged in from both StreamYard accounts, and it was like starting from scratch. So thank God I was able to uh, have some things saved that I like the intros and stuff, the newly intros that I created. So that's the only saving grace. Okay. Um,
you're saying, are we avatars tonight?
right. Other than that, yeah, straight up Avatar. Because one, I don't like the way that camera looks, and two, no way.
Hmm.
So I ain't even gonna put myself out there like that. Don't
Yeah,
take it.
if I glitch up or lock up, that's because we on Linux tonight, boy. Anything could happen.
Right. No, I definitely feel you. So I'm not, it is what it is, but the show must go on. Yeah. So this week has been a week. Yeah, it's definitely been a week. I know I've put in the on my um, community board that I was soliciting prayers, and thank you all for your praying hands and prayers. Um, yeah, it's been a tough week. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But continue to keep um, people in prayer because, yeah, you
Oh,
never know what each
you're
other's
fine.
going through.
You're fine.
I didn't want to. I'll let you tell it then. I'm not gonna do that. But
My
I'll let
mother
you.
passed away
Yeah.
Monday morning, but I'm really good because I took care of my mother all the way up to the end. So
Right.
I'm in a very good space.
Yeah. And
So
that's good. I mean, it still can be, it still can be a bit tough, but
well, like I told you too, I had to kind of detach myself when I
so
had to start making medical decisions for her.
right.
So
Yeah.
and I think I'm still in that phase until everything is
It's over.
said and done.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but I'm in a good place. Oh, that's my cat. Say hi, look,
Oh.
kitty.
Hey.
All right, now get down.
Yeah.
We all clawing me to death.
Oh. But yeah, I didn't want to necessarily put it out there, so I just asked for prayers. And like I said, thank you all for reaching out, even texting me like, "Hey, Cap, you okay?" Yes, I am fine. It's just that brother Nate had lost his mother, and I wasn't going to put that information out like that because it's personal, and
Uh,
it's
and it's
you-
YouTube. You know how it
right,
is.
right, and I don't want to have to curse somebody else out
Oh
for some
Lord, no!
bullshit.
Because he called me up screaming, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Surely would. So, yeah. So,
Yeah, but
firstly, I
thank you all for your prayers and your thoughts.
yeah.
Like I said, the family is doing well,
Mhm.
um, and everything's the way that it should be. You know,
Right.
so
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that's what it was. So I didn't, I know people were kind of worried, like, Cap, you okay? And I just got the phone calls and the texts, and it's like, yes, I am fine. But
mhm.
like I said, I wasn't one to be like telling somebody else's personal business because it's theirs. Unlike other people on this here thing called YouTube,
Oh yes,
there
oh
are some of
yes.
us who
Can
still
we
like,
not go to the store and make a shrimp run?
but see, I'm conflicted on that. I really am. I am.
I am too. That was kind of stalkerish.
It was kind of stalkerish, yes, but at the same time too, karma is a bitch, and you can't tell karma how to come
Yes,
back.
that is true.
And karma may
And
not come
and
back in
when
the
she
same
strikes,
way. That's what I'm saying. Karma may not come back in the same way in which you've done to people. It'll come. She'll come the way she feels fit.
it was
I'm not
nothing
saying it was
fit, and there was nothing fit about that.
right. Hmm.
That's but it was.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of sad. I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have done it.
Right, and that part is true, and part of me thinks that this was happened a while ago, and somebody was just holding on to it, as they do in YouTube for
Yeah.
kind of like
Hmm.
that moment, to let it out. But part of me, like she said, I mean, granted, you can't be any size really, or have anything wrong and kind of feel a way about not being out in public. You know what I'm saying? Like even in my situation, I don't feel no way about being out in public. Honestly, I ignore people a lot. So if you did notice me or you did say, "Hey," da, 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 I'd probably walk by you and not say nothing, or either be like, "Oh," because I'm not looking at people or people looking at me. I just totally tune it out. So that part is like, yeah, you don't go into any situation feeling less than or anything like that. But at the same time, when you do stuff to people, even though you think you're
Yeah.
protected in the bubble of YouTube. And I'm not saying what she did because I don't know necessarily, but just in my situation,
Mm-hmm.
when whoever passed you on the story, and then you felt the need to like blurt that out, and you kind of left everybody like, well, what's that about? It's the same thing. Like, it wasn't your place to
To
do
say,
that, but
that's right. That's right.
but you felt it need because, oh, he said something about me, which, come to find out, no, that was whoever told you that lied, and so then you took it upon yourself to do whatever you did, and then this again, karma has no variation on how she will come back to get your ass. So just be mindful of the things you
Oh,
do and say to
oh, and
people.
she got that ass.
I would just say, Deanna Irving, as much as people don't, care for you, that is a funny woman. She is hilariously funny. And she's not like, how people on here can be like really mean and nasty with their
Hmm.
quote unquote fake jokes that's not really jokes. Neither are they hitting on anything. She's funny, and it's almost there, but not quite there, but it's hilarious. Like, she said her ass was shaped like a boat. And the boat has the tip
I
and
know.
the point edge, and then you saw the side view. It was like, oh, okay. And I immediately started like cracking up. Um, but it was funny, and it wasn't mean and nasty and malicious, because she also agreed that, yeah, people shouldn't be taking photos of people, but it's happened to her. And
Sure. Yeah.
when the infamous dirty feet picture went flying around YouTube, everybody had something to say about it, and people even, oh, I know who did it. It was this person. It was that person. It was my supporter. So,
Hmm.
people get to pick and choose sometimes when to be outraged. And now we talking about, oh, something could have happened. She could have been in danger. Anything could happen to any one of us. Just because it happened to be somebody you like doesn't make it any less dangerous.
Yeah. And then too, you have to remember all the dirt that they've done. So.
Right. This is what I'm saying. It's like the chickens come home to roost sometimes.
Mm.
Like, be mindful of what you
Oh, and
do.
those are some
Oh, I mean, not
shit.
chickens.
It was shrimp night. It wasn't chicken night. It was shrimp night.
Yeah, well, that looked like a lot of platters of shrimp. But
Woo.
um, I just say that to say, just be mindful. It's cool to roast and gag, and that's what it should be. Just jokes, just simple jokes. And if you can't take the jokes, then get the hell out the kitchen. It's just that simple. It's not meant for you.
Hmm. Oh no, everybody will have their day.
That's what I'm saying. So, when it's your turn, uh, take it. Don't quickly jump and think, oh, it's an attack. Oh, you're
Mm.
scared for her safety. Everybody should be scared for their safety if that's the case. And
No,
mind you, the person who's trying to take pictures or trying to do stuff on the low, you definitely need to be mindful of your own safety, because you don't know who you're dealing with.
yeah.
You really don't know. You know what I'm saying? What you think you may know about that person, you'll get your ass rocked messing with some people trying to think you the paparazzi. Shall we not go back to VS's situation? I mean, yeah, she just showed up at the IHOP because you thought it was gonna be cute, but you didn't. Not one moment did you have a thought that, oh, this person may, take this a bit further. And of course, she was going to, because at that point she was put on the spot, and she wasn't just gonna let y'all see her not be the person that y'all think she is. No, she was gonna show y'all, and that's just what she did. So just we need to be mindful.
Yeah, because you know what happens at the Waffle House. Cat pat. But
Or the
anyway.
IHOP, somebody
Hop.
be hopping.
Mhm. Yeah, good.
But
Yeah.
yeah, just
Oh man. Yeah, good
I
evening,
don't.
everybody coming in.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I just don't. I don't get it. I don't get it. I ain't got it for folks. But needless to say, yeah, I just ain't got it. I feel bad that it happened, but at the end of the day, I mean, it is what it is. She can't
Mhm.
hide. So
No,
eventually,
no. Poor
eventually
poor choice of words.
people are going to see you. In other words, people are going
Yeah.
to see you. You have thousands of people that are subscribed to you. We all don't know. We always think of this quote unquote beefing sector as something so small that only a small group, a handful of people actually watch. and we all know each other. Again, like I've said before, like it's like Cheers. Everybody knows your name. You come in here, hey, I know who that is. But be mindful, it's you two.
I
So
don't know.
anybody,
I did say I had to look a couple of times because I wasn't sure if that was real. I really didn't think it was real.
uh, oh no,
Not that, no, it was really real, but it was. I didn't think it was that real though.
oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
those of us who knew that it was what it was. But at the same time, for me,
yeah,
it's
but it was
like
so much. It was so much. Was oh
you
my
yeah
goodness,
you
it
give
was
a
a lot.
lot you give
There
a
was a lot
lot
of
of you give a lot of mean girls and you shouldn't, but a lot of them do that on here. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
Like a lot of them give a lot of um let me tell you about yourself, let me do that, and you look at them and you're like, I'm sorry, what? Like you have no room literally and figuratively to talk about anybody or anybody's situation, anything. And I'm not talking about her in general, but just a lot of
Mhm.
these people on here, like they don't have any room to talk about nobody, and they continuously do it for clicks and views, or thinking that they're one up on somebody when the reality is you in the same boat with these motherfuckers or ship or whatever can host your thing. You're in the same boat with a lot of these people that make fun of and poke at. So it's just like, I'm sorry. Are we all looking in the same mirror? Are we all, confidence is one thing, but a
Mhm.
reality check is a whole different thing.
Confidence and lies.
Yeah,
You tell it yourself.
fairy tales, like Anita Baker would say, fairy tales get you in trouble. So, it's real life out here. It is real life out here. And granted, obviously that person was waiting for they shrimp dinner too, as they were sitting there and saw her
Well,
walk by the first time and said, "Oh shit, that's I know who that is. That's Brianna. I'm gonna get
that's
her
why I said
ass
I
on
had.
the
That's why
docket."
I said I had to look a couple. I had to keep looking. I was like, oh, okay, it is. All right.
Yeah. So I figured that the person seen her when she walked by the first time and felt like, okay, now we gonna sit here. Either they were still waiting for their food or they had already got it. She pulled up. They noticed who she was. Wasn't sure, but it was
Yes.
like, bitch, that's her. Wait till she come back out here. I'm gonna get her. And whatever. Yes, be mindful. People will do that. Every so often I have to like be mindful too when people doing second and third looks, because the New Yorker in me kicks in real quick, and I'm be quick to be like, what are you looking at? What the fuck are you looking at? But then I have to be
Mhm.
mindful that maybe you may recognize me from someplace, and then I have to be like, calm down, or maybe they're just trying to say, oh, you're handsome, or whatever it is. So just relax. But yeah, even for me, I get like, what what's going on here? What's up? So
Mm.
yeah, I don't know. I don't
Well, let me
know.
tell you, just as a precaution, don't tip up on me and I look at you
That,
sideways because a motherfucker is scary. Okay.
this is what I'm saying. Like everybody's not, granted, I'm cool, but don't cross me and you won't. You know what I'm saying? And we just be cool. So I and again, this is nothing new. Even like when that time when Sean Bradley was in the airport and people and person
Yeah.
snapped the picture and thought, oh, I'm just gonna keep it within the group, and it got out. And then it
Mm-mm.
was like, well, why didn't you say anything? And then all of a sudden it's, oh, I'm not a stalker. I'm not. Well, what do you call it?
Hmm.
You didn't bother to say hello, and not only did you take one
Yeah.
picture,
See
but
now
you
that.
took several.
Hmm.
So then it's like, that's stalker-ish. That's, oh, guess who I saw? Snap, snap. But
Yeah. So just to always be on the lookout.
just keep your head on a swivel, literally. Uh,
Literally all the way
um,
around, especially on
yeah,
Saturday when you're doing your food runs.
right. When you're doing your midnight fruit run, trying to get your Grubhub on, be mindful that
That
somebody's
is the one night that you should have ordered Uber Eats.
right. That account was probably low. She had to go get it. She
Yeah,
couldn't do
that's
the
true.
extra.
That's
She
true.
couldn't do the extra,
Because you
and
know
that's
what they
all right.
what they charge you to bring that shit
They,
to. You could have ordered an extra meal. Maybe that's what it was too.
that's
You
what
know.
it was, right? It was like, shit, I could go get my own meal. I mean, granted, there's some positives that you're able to get up and do that on your own power. excellent positive,
Yeah.
which means you still have the ability to, work on that and get right for yourself. Because again, it's all about health and wellness for yourself, not for anybody
Hmm.
else, but for
Yeah.
you, where you're happy and comfortable with yourself. But
Hmm.
you know, other than that, just from the back and forth and all the other stuff that has been done, it's like that ain't cool. That ain't cool. And it's not cool for other people to say that, oh, it shouldn't have been done. Oh, anybody could do it. I mean, anybody can do it. Just because it happened to be promoted by another YouTube creator that the person doesn't particularly care for, it doesn't mean anything. But the reality is anybody can do it.
Yeah.
Everybody's a subscriber on here. You know what I'm saying? Granted, you may be
Hmm.
a content creator, but at some point during the day, you are a subscriber because you hop onto somebody else's chat to see what they're talking about. So anybody could do it. It's just in how you would
And that's
carry
why you
yourself.
have to kind of always move with caution because you
But
don't know who they are.
that's it. That's it. You think you know these people behind the avatars and in the chats because you built the rapport with them, but do you,
Oh yeah, especially behind those avatars.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you calling yourself Pettyville. I mean, just take a hello. Yeah. You're not the only one in Pettyville that could be petty. Evident, obvious that there's other petty people out here.
Oh yes, and
Um,
they're just sitting and waiting.
they, waiting, waiting. So it is what it is. You could strut. What she say? I strut and I glide and all that good stuff. Great, great. That's
Okay,
wonderful. Wonderful.
and we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, and we are. All right, so let's moving right along to some, of course, news. And I would do the whole do news thing, but yeah, we ain't got it today. All
Mm.
right.
Yeah, definitely the stripped down version.
Yeah, definitely the very uh bare walls kind of, echo in the apartment kind of thing going on right now. So we talked about her freedom last week though, but I don't know if you wanted to talk about it again because you sent it to me again, so I'm not sure.
Well, I
I
was
was
stressed out.
I was confused. Okay. Okay. I just wanted to make sure because I was like, I don't know if you meant to send me this
Look,
or not.
I was trying to think. What was it? Um,
For the
was the
honor,
article was yeah, but was the article? I think it might have been uh the backlash from a lot of like the right wingers that they should have released the other guy,
oh,
whatever his name is. But
yeah,
come to find out, they were like first thing they were saying was, he was a Marine and he was a patriot. Well, he was dishonorably discharged for
right.
supposedly, I believe, taking some money or something like that. But they
Yeah,
didn't go into depth. Uh,
details. Yeah,
yeah, but he was not as squeaky clean, and also his the reason why that he was being detained was for spying,
right,
and already before he was arrested over there for spying, um he already had that background, so it wouldn't have been
right.
surprising, and plus it was under the Trump watch when he
Exactly.
was when he was taken.
Yeah,
It
and Trump
was
was
under.
playing him, using him as a football to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Mhm. And him and
So
his buddy Putin was, such good friends. Why couldn't he
yeah,
broker a deal?
that that's because he's the man of making no deals, but he has all these deals. Right,
Mhm.
the man's a mess. But yeah. And then also in other news, uh, the officer who, one of the other officers out of the two that was on George Floyd, uh, was sentenced. Was this a couple days ago? What was this?
Mhm.
The December 10th was sentenced to 3.5 years in prison for his
Yeah.
participation in the death of George Floyd.
Mhm.
Mind you, this is the mixed brother. I can't think of his name. Jay Alexander.
Yeah, he wasn't the Oriental guy.
No,
He was the
he was
gentleman all the
the
way at the very end of him by his feet.
yeah. I believe they say he's mixed, but
Yeah, I don't
yeah,
know what though.
yeah. However, yeah, he got 3.5 years.
Hmm.
But mind you, the white guy got only 2.5. But all the coloreds and other persuasions got
Yeah.
3.5
Hmm.
for
I
doing the same damn thing.
Hey, Bap, I don't know if it was time served. That I don't know if it was time served. And
It did say it did say some of the sentence would be reduced to time served. So I think in actuality it'd only be like 2.5. But
mhm,
yeah, I think they gave him like time served for about a year.
yeah.
So he
Y-
he will be serving at least 2.5.
Yeah, Patty, that's right. It was 20,000 attempted theft. That was the guy that's over in Russia now that's being held.
Oh, but I wonder who 20 thefts for whom I
I think it
wonder.
was no, it was somebody it was connected with the service also while he was still in the service.
Oh, see, that's probably
So
why they don't want to. That's probably they don't want to. No, y'all can keep up, you know.
mhm.
Uh, so that's
Just be
yeah,
mindful when you travel out the country.
that's it.
You
That's it.
always
Just
always want to assess the threat. You can do that. The actual threat level of where
yeah,
you're going. Even the Bahamas, 'cause they'll tell you, be careful.
right,
They'll steal your wallets and pick your pockets. That kind of stuff.
right. Yeah, just be mindful of where you're at, what you're doing, where you're going. You can still enjoy yourself, but uh, even when you travel in the states, you can't think that you have such a privilege that everybody's just gonna be like, yeah, sure, no problem, it's all right. It's not, unfortunately, it's not that way. Look what just happened to hanging with Mr. Cooper, Mark Cooper,
Hmm.
in Colorado Springs. Ain't none but rich people, mainly in Colorado Springs, especially around this time of year. So he can't even sit in the hotel lobby and drink coffee without being harassed.
But that's
Mind
that's
you,
happened. That's happened before a couple of
yes,
times.
it has. And mind you, people on Instagram, Twitter, wherever else in these United States have been blowing up the Wyndham's telephone line so bad that you can't even, they won't even pick up. They won't even pick up. So keep doing what you're doing. It's about time that we utilize certain things to make these people pay for the injustices that they do, because all that was unnecessary. Um, but yeah, moving right along to injustices. The families or the family of the dead January 6th cop, they refused to shake the hands of Republican lawmakers. So old turkey neck Mitch McConnell had his hand out there, and they totally like kept it moving.
I
They
love when
ain't
they
even
do
look
that
at
shit
him.
to him
Yes,
because
yes,
there've been other families that have done that to him,
right,
and he just gets that stupid shit eating look on his face.
right. Holding his hand out, like
Mhm.
they don't want nothing to do with you, player. Just let it go. But he continues to, still hold his hand out and just stand there. Take your L. Take the fact that these people risk their lives, and some have died, to protect you and the rest of your shit starters, and then y'all turn around and deny them coverage, deny them
Mhm.
protection, deny them any kind of services. Uh, don't even applaud the fact that they saved your crummy lives.
Seriously.
What do you expect? Like I don't understand. What are you asking for? You deserve every bit of what you get.
Yeah,
That shit doesn't
and
even
this
make
was the family. This was the family of the officer who ended up having a stroke right
afterwards.
afterwards.
Yeah,
Hmm. And he passed.
yeah, and they're trying to say that the his death had nothing to do with the actual January 6th, which is
Yeah,
why the people who actually aided in his injuries were not held on charges of murder, which they should have been once
they
that
should
man
have been
died.
held. They've
Yeah.
exacerbated it because if they
Well,
weren't there, can you imagine having all of those thousands of people and all you have is did they even have guns?
no,
I was going to say, and all you have is a taser. That's
a
one shot.
taser.
That's it, and a
Right.
stick.
That's it.
And then some of your coworkers were helping them.
Talk about
Can you
it.
can you imagine? Shit.
Talk about it. And then we supposed to sit back and do what? Have a group meeting and think everybody's on the same side? Yeah. But that's law enforcement for you in
Yeah, that's
all
right.
its forms.
Stress kills,
Yeah.
and that's a lot of stress.
That is a lot of stress, and that
That
would
who knows?
definitely kill.
People stomping on you, cursing
Hmm.
at you.
Right.
They had weapons, beating you with fire extinguishers.
Right. While you're still trying to hold people back. And then not only are you watching the people in front of you attacking you, then you start to realize your coworkers don't even have your back. So now you looking on
That's
both
right.
fronts, trying to be like, well, damn, I can't even, I don't even know who to trust at this point
Hmm.
because you see what they're doing. You see them ushering in these crowds and acting like, oops, is this gate open? You know what I'm saying? When it was never open. Yeah, so it was it's really sad, and it is truly sad still to this day that these people um, cannot respect the sacrifice that these officers did, on that day to protect their again sorry asses. But it's ridiculous. So that's just unfortunate. But kudos to that family for sticking it to the turkey neck man.
Hmm.
Anyway, here we go with this one. Now, this one, I ain't gonna tell you I told you so, but I told y'all, I told you this bitch was up to something. I told you this bitch wasn't right. I told you she wasn't right. I told y'all. So, you may say, well, why are you saying that? Christian Cinema has decided to leave the Democratic Party. Color me not surprised.
Bye, bitch.
Okay.
We knew what you were
Right.
about. We knew what you were about, so it's
Right.
not surprising.
From the jump. Like I don't even people like her constituents, oh, we're so disappointed. We can't believe we voted for her. If y'all really thought she was about it, y'all were sadly mistaken. She was there. She was a mole. She's been a mole the whole time.
Hmm.
That's all she was there for. The Republicans knew exactly that they were going to lose the Senate. They knew it. And they prepared to lose the House. But if in fact they were to lose the Senate, they had already set in place to have enough kind of Democrats to sprinkle to mess up a plan. If there was anything that would, needed to go through, that they're gonna have some monkey wrenches to just throw in the plan. And there are two monkeys, Christian Cinema and Joe, Dirty Joe from West Virginia. But now they don't need them, right? Because with uh, Warnock's win, it makes it 51. With if Kamala Harris had to vote, which she doesn't, but if she had to vote, that's 52. There's no need for for these two to even say, well, we want to vote against this, or we want to. She voted against the what's it, the Lewis bill, the Voting Rights Act.
Voting Rights Act. Hmm. It
How do you do that?
because notice everything that she voted against were big profile.
Right, big profile things that a
Hmm.
lot of the um, businesses that were sending her money her way were against. So she was playing right along, and for Chuck Schumer not to call it out, for Barney Sanders be the only one to actually call the shit what it was and what exactly
I'm
what it
waiting for
is.
him to curse.
I really am. I wish he
I'm
would.
waiting for him to
Like
curse on air because it's like
he's like, I'm
it's
so
been
sick of
gone
this
a long
bitch.
time ago.
Right. But everybody wanted to play nice when they knew all along what she was doing. It's like enough's enough. Enough is enough. Like I'm so glad she's out of here. Get that bitch out of here.
Yeah,
I
because she.
can't stand her. Nope, nope, nope. I just
Yeah, I want to see what happens when she goes back to her state. Those
oh,
people they got a hard on for her anyway. You
yeah, but I
know,
mean she's not gonna be up for election at least until 24. So
yeah,
she has
but
some
see,
time to
she's
run amok.
yeah, but she's trying. I gotta say she's trying to head it off because she knows she's not going to win.
Well,
They-
in her moving to independent though, she's now able to get money from everybody.
mhm.
So her sh-
And that's all it was anyway.
yeah, yeah. That's it. That's it.
It's,
So I'm curious to see what she does with this. But if Arizona, if y'all don't wake the hell up, and a lot of these other states too, wake the hell up that a lot of these Democrats too are not. They're in it for the game. They playing the game. They riding the wave of who has power, and trying to get either their pockets fatter or whatever else. Who knows what else she's got up her sleeve? But I didn't trust her to begin with, to be honest. So I am not surprised with this shit. Uh, yeah, that old Joe got to go too. He's
mm,
next.
yeah,
But
what you say? Babs was saying earlier. Mark Meadows was texting lawmakers to plan the sedition. Not surprised.
please,
Between him and what's the other one? Marjorie Taylor Greene making that speech.
yeah,
If she'd have ran, if she'd have headed the insurrection, that they would have won,
right.
and they would have had more weapons or something like that.
Yeah, I heard that stupid speech she gave, and the fact that again here we have lawmakers kind of amping shit up, and it's like it's dangerous. And why there's no political leaders actually standing up saying, you know what, this is a bridge too far. We can't be doing this. Uh, we should start taking people out of committees for committing these crimes. But again, because they think because they have control of the House come January, they're gonna amp a whole bunch of this shit up. And if you think January 6th was something, you just wait.
Hmm.
You have all these knuckleheads in charge of committees now. They're gonna
Yeah,
be doing all types of
and that's
shit.
another thing. When when once the Republicans get back in, they're going to give her offices back,
Yep. Her committee
her
positions back.
committees. It's just, you know what I say? Hammer that bitch.
Yeah, that's what I say too.
Hammer
Um,
that bitch. You could use a claw hammer or was it a ball peen hammer? I like the ball peen
oh,
because it's
ball.
yeah, that's what it has. That one has that little round knob on the end of it.
Yeah, get them kneecaps.
Uh-huh. Oh no, we going straight for the head. But pip.
That might be a waste though. She don't look like she got much up in there anyway, so that might
Yeah,
just
that's
be hitting
true.
hollow ground. So
I don't know. Let's see what what dings it sounds. Ding.
there was another article in here talking about uh, the race between Raphael Warnock and Herschel Walker, and it should have never been that close. Um,
Yeah, because that's what I was saying. That was scary. It tells you a lot about the numbers, what people will actually vote for, and who they will actually vote for,
yeah, but I mean,
knowing that damn well that he that he is not suitable for anything at this point. Now
right,
his brain is too rattled.
right. It's been rattled. Betty, yeah, Betty. um, but yeah, his whole thing is rattled. But what interests me, as I was reading this and then also listening to his son Christian uh,
Hmm.
Walker, now have all this shit to say about Kanye and the Republican Party as a whole, and how they go after the black vote. But it's funny how when they courted you and used you as a mouthpiece to speak about Trump and all the stuff that you were talking about, you didn't have an issue. Now all of a sudden you have an issue. Uh, of course, because you weren't doing the bidding of the party, so they kicked you out and they stopped paying you. So now you feel a little bitter. But it's always the thing about the Republicans to kind of hold the flag and promote the bullshit, and until they get rubbed the wrong way, then all of a sudden they want to come out and tell the truth and tell on everything. He's always been an unlikely candidate. He's never been a suitable candidate. And instead of you saying how you truly felt, you backed your father and the Republican Party for pushing your father out there. So don't come now talking about how horrible of a person he is and the candidate, and he should have never been up there to begin with. That's bullshit.
You know what that shit is? Rent is due. He can't rely on daddy to pay help him pay his rent.
Right. Daddy ain't gonna pay, especially after you done fucked him over. He's not
Mhm.
paying nothing else for you. If he was paying anything, it was so he could look good in the eyes of the media. Now, at this point, everything is back to normal. So if it was a fuck you before, it's back to fuck you.
Yeah, because
Once
remember,
again,
his son was putting out shit every 2 or 3 days.
that's it.
He was up there screaming.
All in the car, screaming, all talking about black people and George Floyd and this, that, and the other. And now all of a sudden, you're a black man. We're not a monolith. And how dare y'all think that putting Herschel Walker was going to make people or black people vote for him just because he happens to be black? And Kanye West is an idiot and all this other mess. Like, okay, where were you months ago, sir? Because you was around for the bullshit.
Hmm.
So it is
And
what it
bullshit and cash apps.
is. Right. Poor thing, poor thing. But anyway, that's what happens to the girls. Uh, that's what happens to
And,
them.
and that might have been another reason too.
Right. And
You
speaking
know.
of Mr. West, yeah. So if he hasn't lost everything, he even lost his honorary doctorate. Now, mind you, Mr. West did drop out of college, so he never attained a degree. However, he did get an honorary degree back in 2015, honorary doctorate degree, mind you, no less. Because when you famous, just to get the school's name out there and take a couple photo ops and maybe drop some money in the offering bucket, you can get a
Mhm.
doctorate by doing nothing but being famous. But they have since rescinded their uh, doctorate degree from Mr. West due to his quote unquote anti Semitic rhetoric. Any thoughts?
It's Kanye. It's yay. But this is the first time I've ever heard of that. Somebody rescinding, college rescinding.
Oh, hell no.
It's not who.
Temple rescinded all their shit from Mr. Bill Cosby, the pudding
Oh,
man,
you know what? You're right. You're right. You're
when
absolutely right.
when his scandals broke. They was like, oh
Hmm.
no, snatch him back. And that's his alma mater, which was kind of interesting.
Hmm.
But yeah, so yeah, especially for us black recipients, the schools will snatch it back. The white ones, not so much. No, not so much. They won't mention him, but they won't snatch him back. But uh, if you're black, you better watch out because they gonna come for it if you end up in some bullshit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah.
Since we're on that quick subject of anti-Semitic, has anybody seen that commercial? I've seen a commercial that they're running about uh, how to deal with and handle anti-Semitic remarks.
Oh
I had, you know how you just kind of catch stuff out the corner of your eye,
yeah.
and I was like, I had never seen that shit before. You know,
Mm,
telling you that that it's racist and dangerous and that kind of shit. I was like, boy,
uh-huh.
These Jews are putting this shit out here.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
I know
know,
they really are. They laying it on thick. They are
hmm
really laying
they
it on
have an
thick.
actual commercial. I thought it was like for some other medicine that makes you flashing in or something
Yeah.
else. You know, you have all that other stuff, But yeah, that's the first time I've ever seen a commercial like that.
Mm.
I guess they're using all that money
Yeah,
and power.
they using all that recycled German money.
Mm-hmm. Well, at least it went to good use.
They got a whole private susu going on. Is it my turn or your turn? Whose turn is it to collect the money?
Oh,
Just
Patty
real
says she's
quick.
seen it.
Oh, has she? No, I haven't
Uh-huh.
seen
Yeah,
it.
it was just like one of those ones you kind of like have, in the commercials anyway. You half-ass listening or whatever,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and I was like, "Is this for real?" Because I thought it was a skit
Uh huh.
at first. I really did. I thought it was a skit at first, but I was like, "Oh, damn! They putting out commercials, public service announcements."
Wow. But that's crazy. You can talk to anybody else any way you feel like it, but just don't talk about us.
Don't. Mhm.
Okay.
That's
All
right. We'll make it disappear.
right. 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 Make your whole career disappear. Poor things. Let's see. So, yeah, Mr. West. And speaking of teachers and education, a study has found that white teachers talk about black students in code.
Yeah, I know you knew that, right?
Right. This I'm like,
Yeah.
where these people coming up with this shit like we supposed to be surprised? And if you're surprised, where have you been?
Hmm. We knew that. Teachers, we've always known that
Yeah. That's not even I
because
mean,
see,
granted,
they
all
were so
teachers
comfortable.
talk,
Yeah,
but
all
I'm
teachers talk, but you
sure,
know what?
yeah,
But they do it in front of your face,
face, right.
and they don't think that you're not smart enough to understand. And then you're looking right in their mouth, and it's like, this bitch
Did
don't
you
even
say
know.
this
I
like
I
that?
peeped her game a long time ago.
Right, right, definitely. Um, this was back in how was this? Oh, John Hopkins. They even did studies in John Hopkins professor. It's a pretty good article. Definitely want to check it out. But they say that black students make up about 97% of disciplinary referrals, despite making up only 8% of the student population in
Mhm.
schools they examined. On the other hand, white students only made up of 1% of referrals. But again, that's just the biases that they have towards black children in general
In
because of
general,
the
yeah,
same biases that they have towards black
Be-
adults.
because it's right in line with everything else. You just look
Hmm.
at the numbers. The numbers
Exactly.
just tell you all that. So,
The numbers don't lie.
but white teachers, we've always known that. They ain't nothing new.
Yes. Right. That ain't nothing new. So, you've always heard oh, that teacher don't like me. That teacher don't like me. Newsflash, the teacher sometimes really don't like the
Hmm.
student.
Yeah,
Um,
majority of the time.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
like I said, they're so comfortable that they talk in front of our kids,
yeah.
and they think that our kids don't understand what it is. So, your kids are telling you the truth when they say that, a
Hmm.
certain
And
teacher.
especially when you know that your child is doing everything that they can do to make sure that they maintain that. Don't get me wrong. I know some
Oh
children
yeah, some
half-ass
of them they
and
hellions,
then yeah,
and
and
they
then
come
they
from
say,
and they
"Oh,
have
the teacher
hellions
don't like
parents
me."
too.
Right.
Uh-huh.
But if you know that your child is doing all that they possibly are doing, and they're still getting pushback from a particular teacher or teachers, then you need to step in and see what's going on because there obviously is something ain't right. And with this article right here, it proves it in black and white, literally and figuratively. All right.
Mhm.
So moving right along.
No apple for you, bitch.
Right. Right. Choke on the shit.
Hmm.
Uh, let's see what else we got here. We talked about this last week too, but San Francisco once again. Now they halted the idea of the RoboCop, which was this robot which was going to be used to implement deadly force.
Shoot black folk. That's all it
Right.
was. Call it like it is. To shoot black folk.
Right. And to reduce the imprint of police shooting and killing unarmed black men and women.
No,
They were
then they
going
can
to
blame
use
it
the
on the robot.
Robocop.
The robot did
Yeah.
it.
Right. They were going to use the RoboCop to do it.
Because
Uh,
the AI that they'll use will be biased against black folk,
bias.
people of
That
color.
right. Right. But I think that's why they had to halt the whole thing because the reality is, well, what kind of system did you use? And if you used an AI system, then what kind of data did you use from the AI system to implement the system? What did you use? And the reality is, they probably used their own statistics of blacks and others.
Yeah, the Pro Max 2000 nigger killer. That's what it is. That's what
Not
that
the
is.
Pro Max 2000.
Nigger killer. That's right. Nig for short. It's not funny, but it's funny. Okay.
The
Oh.
RoboCop.
Mm.
RoboCop 2022. Just crazy. But goodness gracious for San Francisco for halting
Yeah.
that. So hopefully
Hmm.
they're able to
Yeah, but Florida or Texas will pick it up. I don't.
yeah, I'm sure it's coming soon. And speaking of good old Texas, you brought it up. Texas Republicans put out a proposed bill banning children under the age of 18 from social media. Um, Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't the Republican Party mainly the ones always talking about keeping government out of their business and their homes?
Mhm.
I'm not just about right. All right. So why is it that Florida and Texas are hell bent on utilizing government, even though it's state, it's still government, teaching people either how to raise their children, what to do with their children, how to parent their children is beyond me. Beyond me. But yet, House Republicans are introducing a bill called HB 896, which would require social media users to be at least 18 and older to operate and open a social media account.
Mhm. Yeah, because right now you just have to be 13 with most of them.
Right, right. But again, whose responsibility is it to parent people on social children on social media? Is it not for the parent to do that? I'm
Hmm.
confused.
And
So
anyway, the kids are just going to do like they always do anyway, because with those age requirements on a lot of these sites, all they're going to do is lie about their age.
right. I mean, it's not like they're gonna be like, oh, well, let me see some ID if you're
Mhm.
18. You know, I
Look, they on porn sites.
just
What makes you think?
right. I really don't. They're on some of these children rather are on these same sites where these low down, dirty political men be trying to solicit them
Yeah,
to do stuff with them. So what? It's like y'all are always quick to do something instead of addressing the real issue because there's a lot more to this than just banning children from the internet. One, it's a parenting issue because there's no way in the world you're allowing your child endless hours on the internet. Either you're not home, and if you're working, doing whatever, okay, but uh, there's some unsupervised moments going on. So I think instead of the government always kind of putting their, fingers, those fat, nasty, smelly fingers in somebody's face and telling them what to do, yeah, I think you need to implement some different programs because, yeah, a lot of these politicians are on these websites. So, yeah, I'm confused. I really am confused with this. I just don't. I don't know. Texas, Florida, y'all really making me. Thank God I don't live there.
there. Thank
Um,
God. Yes.
yeah, it's just really crazy. It really is crazy how they choose to uh, parent and be the moral compass of their state and the people who live there, yet and still these same people or same politicians are the worst when it comes to their own morals or morality.
Get out.
Hey, she said she want to be on camera too.
I, I tell you, pussy is something else. Anyway.
Always trying to be famous.
No. Hmm.
Let's see. here. I know it was something else. Yes. And in St. Louis's mayor, Letitia Jones, signs an executive order to appoint a committee to look into reparations. So California has been leading the charge, and other states and cities are looking into creating commissions to discuss reparations. Now, don't get me wrong, the Black Caucus has been having conferences and commissions and uh, town hall meetings since what 1971,
Talk. And
71, I
that's
think. And that's like when Coretta Scott King and Betty Shabazz and all of them, everybody showed up. It was like the who's who of the Black civil rights movement and all that. And people thought, oh yeah, we about to turn the corner, y'all. And we ain't been nowhere shit.
you know, you know, they'll give reparations when there's only one black person left in America. They,
Right.
we'll cut a check.
Right. You can have all the
All
money.
the money.
Uh,
And by
right.
then, it won't be worth anything anyway.
Not a damn. Yeah. So she's putting together a 9-member commission committee to examine the city's long history of racial discrimination and possible ways to repair the harm done, which I think is important. Uh, Honestly, the only way you can move forward is to address the issue. Like, I mean, there's really no other way around it. We can ignore it. We cannot talk about it. Well, what would you need that for? A lot of things. The same reason a lot of people use a lot of the resources that they have gotten over the years. Look at those Native Americans. I mean, granted, these white folks did come and steal the land from them, but after a while, they did say, here, you can have that land rent free, and y'all can live over here. You can have this land over here.
Yeah.
Y'all can live
Yeah,
over there.
they neglected to tell them that it was a chemical dump.
Yeah, that part. But, look at the Mohegan Sun. Somebody made some money. I mean, do we have a Mohegan Sun to show for it?
Mm-mm.
No.
No, we got
Is there
Yay.
is there an Aunt Alice's uh fried chicken area where we could just be like, there's a slot machine over here where we're making tons of money and selling soul food plate dinners? No.
And I think this tax free, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Good old tax free. Now, mind you, they just got what was it, $75 million to move them from where they were to a new
Yeah,
location,
yeah,
one of
some
the
of the
reservations
villages.
over in the West Coast area. So I mean, it's like, what more do you want? And I personally think that that was just done because they was in the way of the pipeline.
Oh yeah, they're
And
going to utilize it for something else.
yeah, and so we're gonna move you from your quote unquote sacred land to make it unsacred and drill in it and put you somewhere else that's just as sacred. Because at the end of the day, you used to be here anyway, so it was all yours. So we're gonna move you from one part of the land to a
Damn.
different part, and yeah, you can make that your sacred land too. Just crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy. And then we always ask the question, well, what is reparations needed for if we were to get it? Who the hell cares? It's owed. And after watching Emancipation this weekend, I know it for sure. Which was a great
Mm-mm-mm.
movie, by the way. Yeah. So kudos to her and actually doing her thing. That's a black woman in St. Louis leading the charge for the mayors uh, to actually do something and have the conversation and see what we can do regarding reparations and not leaving it up to the politicians in Washington to go back and forth with reparations and who should get what and why.
Mhm. Patty said she
Um,
made money from the Mohican Sun.
well,
I'm
that's
glad
good.
somebody did.
Right. I'm glad somebody did. Shit, I ain't. And I've been there twice
Mm,
because there's a place called the Nordic Lodge that
mhm.
we go to up there. And, well, it's in Rhode Island, but then on the way back we stopped at the Mohegan Sun. But that's a cool place. Like it's probably more now, but like for $100 you get all the seafood you want, like all of it. No lobster tail, the whole damn lobster. No lobster tail, no crab legs. Like you get the big old, these look alien crab legs and just
Hmm.
everything. But it's a really cool place, really cool place. But if you're ever out in Rhode Island, check it out. Um, Lastly, I have some other good news. This young man, Jalen Smith, becomes the youngest black mayor in the U.S.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Applause, applause.
right.
Just
People
don't
are actually
steal.
doing things.
Yeah,
Hmm?
just don't steal gift cards or
Yeah, right,
do something stupid.
right. I believe it's what, Early, Arkansas. They elected Jalen Smith as mayor on Tuesday night's runoff. This makes him the youngest black mayor in the country at just 18 years old. 18. Please don't do nothing crazy.
I
Please
know.
don't. They just waiting. They just waiting with bated breath. I really hope that the people he surrounds himself really want him to win, and they're not trying to
Set them up
be
or
saboteurs
make
or be
yes,
saboteurs. Yeah,
saboteurs. Yeah.
of what he's trying to do or what he's trying to accomplish. I really do.
I wonder how big the town is, though,
Right, that too. That too. I
because he could have been
mean,
running against his aunt. You never know.
right. Something like P Valley. How many people is it in here? I mean, the whole town consists of two churches. Oh, okay.
Hmm.
But
At a corner store.
right, all right. But kudos to him. It's definitely an accomplishment. Uh, I wish the young man nothing but the best, and
Right. That's right. Applaud the brother.
let's see what happens. And you actually bring some ideas to some other larger cities to actually start implementing. That's how it works.
Oh,
I'll
Patty
give you
said
the name.
2,000. Okay.
Okay, all right. Get them
Go ahead.
votes.
Go ahead, Patty. Patty.
Right,
She on the ball tonight.
right. Fun fact to wear. Fact check. All right.
Mm.
It's always great to have a fact checker in the building. Let's see. I think that was it. And I don't have my little who said that, who said that, who said that
Mhm.
thing because we're not doing.
Yeah,
But yeah,
it's bare bones night tonight.
right. Roll with it. Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? We got it. Good. All right. So uh let's see. We talked about the Brianna situation. We're just gonna leave that where it is. If you missed it, you missed it. But know that karma is karma, and it is
Yeah,
what it is.
just red ball it back later.
Yeah, right, right. It's in the beginning, so don't you worry about it.
Mhm. Yes.
Now there was a picture floating of the pastor, uh, showing off his new body, I guess. Because the last time we all saw it was very uh round in the
Mhm.
midsection. And so he's been showing these pictures lately, kind of showing him, I guess, coming down. But I don't know. The picture was kind of like, wow, them arms still big though. Them arms still, yeah.
Well,
It's
it
like,
takes a while for all that stuff to catch up. And if I've seen skinny people with big arms, I think that's just more genetics than anything. And it's not muscular; they're just fat.
just,
They look.
just
I expect to see it on an old lady cooking at the
yeah. But
at the
that's what I
cafeteria.
was getting
Yeah,
at. Yeah, like making the potato salad, like
yeah. So a lot of
right,
stirring in a pot.
yeah, just right. And all the flappiness, because it's gonna be good when you see all that the arm, when you like, oh, that look like he
You
look
know
like
that's
he
gonna
can make
that's got lard in it. You
yeah,
know that.
that's got some thickness in it. That's gonna be good. Yeah. So I don't know. I just felt like, oh,
They spent a many a day
it's
cooking in
it's
the kitchen.
it's coming on down. But the other thing it reminded me of, which was funny, because the shirt looked a little, on the smaller side to kind of show off, like, oh look, I lost weight, yeah. But remember, I don't know if you saw the Family Guy episode with Quagmire when he discovered the internet and that you can watch porn on the internet.
Yes, and he had the
And
one
that
big
one
arm.
arm was so big. That's what it reminded me of. His shirt is so little. This guy got a big arms. He beating it till the cows come home. Just you're gonna break it. Stop. I I
He had that
really
one, and this one massive
yeah,
bicep. It was all worked
just
out,
right. Just
and he
one
had that look
big
on his face.
right.
But all I can say is, when you get older, wear a compression shirt. It holds everything together.
Yeah,
It really works. It really does.
that's just
When
it.
you
Get
when you're in that
yourself
in between phase, especially when you start to lose weight, you're working out, and just everything doesn't fall into place. But
or
once you
everything
put a
does
shirt,
fall.
well,
Mhm.
yeah, it falls, it drops.
Yeah.
But that you get a nice compression shirt that holds, lifts, separates. Because he,
Yeah, get yourself a girdle. Call it what it is. It's a man girdle. So get
yeah,
yourself
yeah.
one. Get
Oh, and
yourself a man girdle.
size it down one.
Ah, size it
That's
down
see,
one.
that's see, that's yeah. See, that's the trick. You size it down. You buy it a little small, a medium. You know,
Oh, okay.
a small medium. You size it
Yeah.
down one, and because it's elastic anyway,
So it's
It
gonna
lasts.
stretch.
Yeah, it lasts longer, and then you could just mold your shit where you want it to go.
Ah, okay. So
Mm.
spandex, all spandex.
Yeah,
Yes, spandex, all spandex,
and
like
it makes
China.
it. You know what it does? It makes everything. It smooths everything out.
Oh, so you don't have no humps and bumps.
Because once what what really makes it prominent is the shadows underneath your breasts.
Oh, because
That's
we
what.
got some perky ones now.
Oh yeah, they were
They
perky.
they were perky, and
Hmm.
the lights
Ad-
was on.
Adolescent
Everything.
perky ones. I mean, because I was like, ooh, mm.
Like, what strip club he at?
uh
Oh, oh gosh.
I mean,
But
but that's the one thing. Most men you will get that. It just once that testosterone level starts dropping, boy, all,
yeah,
your body does all sorts of shit.
yeah, that estrogen starts kicking up. Mhm.
That's right. And you don't want, they can be, you just don't want them
Yeah,
prepubescent, that's all.
yeah.
Just remember, size down,
Yeah, size down, smooth it out.
smooth it out.
Size down, smooth
Hmm.
it out. Hey, but yeah, um, yeah, just work on that, get that together. I don't know if you could still wear white. I guess maybe it was winter white, but I thought no white after Labor Day was the thing. But I guess winter white is the new thing now. I guess.
Look, it's high prices. And can't nobody afford no new shit. You better wear what you got in that closet.
All right. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Oh, Annie, that's funny. Not them breasts. Yes, them breasts, baby. Get them
That's right.
breasts together.
That's right, Patty.
Don't mind a little breast. Ain't nothing wrong with little breasts.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah. So that was that on that. Uh, as everybody talked about, Tracy possibly has a man. Tracy's got a man
Mm. Oh
on
my.
YouTube. I think something like that, or at least kind of a YouTube infatuation thing
No.
going on, which I thought was okay,
Could this
whatever.
be a homosexual thing going?
I don't know, but I'm really confused because he has these little. There's a picture of him floating around with these see-through mesh underwear with hearts or kisses or something on them, and I'm just
She bought him
like,
some. She bought him some drawers.
who you with? I don't know if she bought them or somebody or another, subscriber bought them and he was, taking a picture with them. But that is the picture that has been floating along with the video of him throwing up in his own hand. Yeah, I said that. Throwing up in his own hand on live on Instagram. Uh,
Gross.
yeah, it is gross. But it's like a match made in heaven. It's her prison picture connected to his throwing up in his hand. I mean, you can't get no better than that. Love at first throw up.
Ugh.
uh, so I mean, there's somebody for everyone. So wish her
That
all the
is
best with that. Hopefully all that works out. And just don't, please don't send no pics. Don't send no nude pics. Don't send no titty pics. Don't send no poom poom pics because if y'all break up, trust and believe it's coming on
Oh
YouTube, and
yeah,
I don't want to see it.
and they will be flashed, and
I don't
everybody will
want to
have a
see it.
copy.
I don't want to see it. I'm telling you now, I don't want to see it. Or I will burn YouTube down because that don't make no damn sense. Because if it look anything like your mugshot, you
Ooh,
could keep it. You
well,
can keep it.
your no, your clothing, your clothing shot. We sure don't want to see it naked.
No way. Not at
Mm-mm.
all. I wouldn't even no way, no how. But
It's-
yeah,
no,
treat you
save
better
that
than
for
your home.
OnlyFans.
Right. Yeah. The only two fans that's gonna be watching it,
Mm.
you and him. Okay.
Hot
Save that
nasty
for
mess.
them too. Because don't
Hot
nobody want that.
nasty mess. Mm.
No, because I don't even think Pornhub wants that. Okay. Let's see. Other than that, what we got going on? Same old, same old. It's still a holiday season, so at any point things are gonna get erupting around here. I even saw Stomp Down popped into my feed, a video that he did recently, and I was like, oh, where did he go?
Hmm.
Um, still talking the same old, still going after Rico. But Rico did a live today, I think. Oh, I was listening to it while I was working, and he was doing imitating Stomp Down's voice. It was kind of funny a little bit. It was a little bit funny because he really did have that little, the high inflection that he does. He was doing all that. It was funny. It was really funny. I can't do it, but he was doing it. It was funny. But I was like, oh, poor Rico. Why y'all keep picking on Rico? I ain't gonna say oh poor like he a little kid, but y'all do
Hmm.
be getting on the boy a lot, and I think y'all know that it gets
No,
that
but
a
like I
little bit.
said, he sets himself up.
He does. He
He's the
does.
gift that keeps giving to them. So that's what
Yeah.
that is.
Yeah. That
He,
part is. Yeah. I will
there, he
accept
did
that.
it. He just don't. He just doesn't need to broadcast it.
Right.
If you keep giving them content, they're going to keep taking it.
Right. Right. I love
Hmm.
some Stomp Down. Hey, J Boss.
Hmm.
I know, right? But yeah, so that's what that was. That was pretty cool. What else did I come across? Um, that whole what was they called? The OGs or whatever. That whole panel thing. That
Hmm.
people all in their feelings about being called the OG. I don't see why. The people that know. You know what I'm saying? Like I really don't. That part I didn't get. Like if you were here long enough, not just when this kind of came about, but the earlier stuff, you know what was what or how things kind of formed, um, who was really involved, who really wasn't, who came on later, and all that kind of stuff. So, but I think people like to be considered kind of a I don't know. I don't want to say a leader, but kind of the founder of certain things. It makes them feel good. So I guess it's like whatever. But I don't recall seeing a lot of these people in the videos I was watching early on. So
Yeah, but they come and
I can
go.
call it.
That's the thing that always trips me out. It's just like a revolving door. It's like the ones that were there in the very, very, very beginning.
Right,
You
right.
know.
Like those people are not even here. So it's like,
Mhm.
oh, okay, okay. Because when I was watching, I don't recall none of you folks like the people that they call
No.
OGs now. It's
Mm-mm.
like, nah, nah. I didn't see any of you guys on until later. But it is what it is. So anyway, that was interesting. I didn't watch a lot of the panel situation. I heard it jumped off early in the beginning because, of course, James and Rico went back and forth for a bit. Then he left, and Rico was just there battling it out.
Hmm.
Uh, I, it is what it is. I don't know if it should have been called an OG panel and just a panel to either discuss, YouTube then and YouTube now. I think maybe the wording was kind of eh, ambiguous a little bit,
Hmm.
but yeah, I don't know. But more proud to you. Let's see what else. I was up early this morning getting ready for work, and Deidre was on. That was pretty interesting. That was funny. She was a cackle this morning. Talking about she was back and that she was studying and getting her study on, get her master's, and she didn't have time to fuck around with you and YouTube folks. But now that Christmas break is here and her brain has been utilized for her finals and
Mhm.
finals are over, she can now be back to YouTube. And yeah, that was pretty interesting. So I listened to that as I was getting ready. Then I had to leave and not do that. And then I got a message that Miss Tita had watched our live from last week and she cracked up about the potato salad. And please, that is a real thing. We don't want you to be, in the freezer next to the potato salad or the chicken for the repast. We need you to have insurance, people. It's
Mhm.
important.
Yes.
Stop putting
Yes, it
yourself
is.
under.
It is very
Yes,
important. It makes life a lot
a lot easier.
easier.
It does. Stop
A
with these
lot
GoFundMe's,
easier.
people.
And let your loved ones know what
What
your
you want to
plans are,
do.
what you want to
Yes,
do.
yes, yes,
It
yes.
makes life easier. Don't burden your loved ones with trying to make decisions
Right, right.
on your
On
behalf
stuff.
because it's
Right.
pretty much for if you
For
don't want to.
them.
Let me just put it like this: if you don't want to feed the niggas, you ain't got to feed the niggas. All right.
Right.
If you're not up for all of that kind of stuff, don't do it.
Don't do it. Just don't do it. But it's important. And the older we get, you're not here. You're only here for a little while. We don't know how long we're
Hmm.
here, but while you're here, make use of it. So
Hmm.
always make sure that you're protecting yourselves and your loved ones. And if you don't want to leave your loved ones shit, you can all leave it for yourself. And make sure you
Yeah, it
have the
makes
grandest going away thing that money can
no,
buy.
no,
Okay.
but you got to have somebody on your side. You can't
Yeah, that's
alienate
true.
everybody because
That's true too.
they'll put you in a coffee tin, man.
They will indeed, and keep the change.
Hmm.
And keep the change. So
Definitely.
yeah, but definitely want to make sure we're doing that because yeah, it's important nowadays.
Yeah, so she like
Mhm.
the potato salad. That
Yeah, yeah. I was
because we do keep them on ice for a pretty long time.
it'd be 2 or 3 weeks talking about so well we gotta wait for cousin so and so to come from down south. It can be virtual. I'm not
Pap,
waiting 3 weeks for somebody to come down. But
yeah, I mean, you better zoom.
it's called
Seriously.
COVID. You better zoom. Like it's
Hmm.
not that serious. Uh
Uh, what was I going to say? Yeah, because that's something that I had to take into consideration.
uh-huh.
Because the numbers are jumping.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
only that, the flu and everything else.
Right. Right. Which I
Uh,
don't think the numbers went anywhere. I just think they just shut up so people could come and visit and they can get that summer money. And now that summer money's over, it's back to business as usual.
mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure that's what it's about.
yeah. Babs was saying, do you think that there will still be a beef sector in 5 to 10 years? Yeah, you're right, Patty. It would probably evolve to something else. Um, not a lot of new players.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
because I think uh, what a lot of people have failed to realize is that people are okay with joking. You know what I'm saying? Like some people are okay with joking. It's the going way out to be maliciously nasty and
Hmm.
evil and spiteful. All that is all that is going too far. All that is just showing that you can't handle. You're not emotionally intelligent enough to just handle somebody talking about you, or you just kind of throwing some jokes back. You're too small minded, and I think it's
Yeah.
yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it'll get crazier because as people start pushing the envelope and what they see that they could actually get away with, I think they're going to really push it to the edge for
Yeah, but
YouTube for YouTube shut all that shit down.
what can you get away with though? It's like so okay, so even if YouTube say for example, if somebody actually tries to do something and push the envelope and YouTube doesn't really do anything. Legally though, there's other complications that will arise from you doing the utmost. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
just and that was just a I don't even want to say a tip of the iceberg, but that was just a light kind of what could really happen in a situation where you take things to the next level. Um, you being banned from YouTube is the or having to not do YouTube for a couple years. That's small potatoes compared to like what could really happen. You could be sitting in jail, you could be in prison, or you could be dead messing around with the wrong person.
Yeah.
Uh,
And that's happened.
and these states are every state is different. Just because your state you can't carry and say you were threatened and scared for your life and pop somebody does not mean you go to somebody else's state trying to do that and they won't do it to you and get away with it because it's legal and they felt threatened and they were
Hmm.
able to carry anyway because it's open to carry state. So again, kind of pick your battles and know who you're playing with because you pick the wrong person
That's right.
and
Because motherfucker follow you to the shrimp shack.
that's it. Motherfucker will be the shrimp, okay? Because yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And all that, like, people are following people. I don't necessarily think all that is true. I mean, I do believe some people have gone far and beyond for other content creators.
Yeah, you
Um,
always you always have those nuts, and
yeah,
you have to be aware too that they're out there. You always have those hard ass stands.
right, right. That will, if you disrespected their person, they will make it their business to come after you for disrespecting their people. And know that there are people out there like that. That's
Oh
noted.
yeah,
Um,
that crazy is
yeah,
definitely out there.
yeah, 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 yeah. And so with knowing that, just be mindful. That's all. Just be mindful. Like I mean, uh, a lot of things are done behind the scenes, as we learn. I mean,
Hmm.
from people's lives and that you watch or you listen to when they go live and they spill in all this information. You know
Hmm.
that some of it may be just kind of meat for the course because they know a lot of people are going to want to know certain things, but know that there's some truth in there. You know what I'm saying? All this information one person cannot know without somebody sharing it.
Hmm.
And, and as much as you try
And
to
that's the one thing
ignore,
they love to share.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like as much as we try to ignore a lot of the details and different things that were told, people would only know it if it was shared.
Look,
So
they bring that shit to you on a platter, and you know that for a
all,
fact. They
all
will
the
present
time,
present that shit to you already wrapped in a bow.
they do indeed. So I don't know, just be careful out there. That's all I can say.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah,
a small world.
be mindful out there in these streets.
Yes, yes. Like TMZ is not the only paparazzi out there. Know that there are paparazzi out there, and they will pop your ass
Hmm.
when you're out there. So just Be on your best. And if you out there looking like Angela Davis, then rock your Angela Davis.
Mm-mm-mm.
That's all. That's all I got. That is all I got. Just be careful. That's all I can say. And if you see me out, you better speak. Damn it. That's all.
Yeah, tell
But from a
you
distance.
say where they know you from. Don't tip
Right.
up. Don't tip
That's
up.
true. Definitely don't do that. Definitely don't do that. You better
Because I don't
say
want you to
where
come
you
on here
know
and
me
say,
from first.
I saw Nate out in the street. That motherfucker looks psychotic. Yeah, because like I tell you, a bitch is scary. You're like, who you know where you from? Who the fuck is that?
Right.
Who you?
Right. Who you?
IRS? What the hell is this shit?
Right. Yeah. So do note that people are different out in public. So don't, be so quick to think that everybody is just so warm and oh, everything is so great and this is so
Yeah, you got
wonderful.
to
And
remember
don't
this is
get me wrong, it's great
you
to
have
see people. You
yeah
know,
you have that camera persona. You know.
right, right. But this is different. This is different. It is so different to actually be, um, you know, in your personal space. It's a
Yeah.
whole nother thing to be on, YouTube and you kind of do your thing and, you say what you need to say and then you go out to get anything and, it turns into a big thing. But no, people are watching.
Hmm.
Be mindful that people are watching and everybody ain't your friend and some people don't like you and some people send people
Yeah.
to befriend you to gather dirt and all that kind of stuff and you got to know that too.
Fatty said, "I'll give you my real name, not my YouTube name."
Okay. Well, that works. That works. But yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Then too, take into consideration some people. It's like the neighbor that you only recognize because they're your neighbor, but once you see them outside the element in a grocery store, you don't know who the hell it is.
Right.
You
Right.
have that kind of thing going on
Yeah.
too. It's like, who? Where? You
Yeah.
saw me where?
Right. It's like even seeing being younger and seeing your teacher out, and you're like, oh, what?
Yeah, you have a
What?
life besides school. What?
Right. Right. You have something outside of
You are
school.
absolutely right, because that is
Yeah.
an odd ass feeling when you would see your teacher out and about.
Right. It really, really was.
It's like I
And
didn't
I
know
would
you.
see some of my teachers a lot, and I'd be like, I didn't even know you had a life outside of here.
Uh, it's like I didn't know.
I didn't
I
know.
did. I didn't know you was a furry.
Right.
You at the convention all
Right.
these years. Oh my goodness.
Right. Jesus Christ. Go find yourself something to do. Um, but yeah, I
Yeah.
used to have the worst time. It'd always be my teachers, and then my grandmother, my mother, and my great grandmother. We all be out somewhere, and they'd be like, "Oh wow, look at all the generations," da, 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 da," and they'd be talking about school or something. I'd be like, "I'm ready to go, ready
Hmm.
to wrap this up. Let's go."
Hmm.
But yeah, I used to be so irritated.
Yeah.
Um,
What you say, Babs? I'm introverted as heck. I see. Maybe I'm going to just teleport back home. Yeah.
right? Yeah, me too. Too.
Mhm.
I'm the same way. Especially certain times. There's certain times I don't mind being around people. Then there's other times I'm like, okay, the cancer kicks in and I need to be in my shell. Like, all right, I'm going home. Bye. I'm over this. This is cute. Time to go. But
Yeah, Babs can teleport.
yeah,
She got to teach us that trick.
yeah. But
Or do you
I
just tell
don't.
them you don't see me? You don't see me.
Right.
I'm
You
not
didn't
here.
see
See
me.
me.
You
Mhm.
didn't see me.
Or do you just
Especially.
walk up to them and just go, shh?
Be quiet.
Mm-mm-mm.
Oh gosh, but yeah, I really hope nothing crazy happens with people
Yeah, you just never
popping
know.
up in people, but you never know. You don't, and you don't want to uh, not be mindful that you know something could happen. I mean, they're all like, "Oh, she needs to get a gun and all this other kind of stuff." Like, first and foremost, if you do get one, know how to use it. Ain't nothing worse than somebody getting something, don't know how to use it, then it winds up being used against
Y-
them.
Yeah,
Uh,
don't shoot
that
yourself.
just, don't do it. You'd be really
Mm-mm-mm.
messed up.
Oh, did you hear? Breonna Taylor's boyfriend got $2 million.
No,
Yeah,
wow.
he won the case,
You won the
won his
case?
case.
Okay.
2 million. I'd have asked for more though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it
I'd
might
have
have
asked.
been more. It might have been more. Maybe that was just his portion of it.
hmm
Um, that'll be interesting to see what's
Unless he
happening
has
there.
other cases pending. So
That too. That too. That too. That's interesting.
it's crazy,
Curious
crazy,
to see what
crazy.
that was.
And you wonder why you got potholes in your cities because
Huh.
cops out here just doing all kinds of
For
scrupulous
free.
shit. Uh-huh.
For free and not having to pay a damn dime, but the city turns around and winds up paying it. Again,
hmm
victims paying victims. That's all it is. Just a cycle. Because I tell you, if they start taking it from those police officers' pensions, they'll stop doing the dumb shit.
Oh hell yeah.
Yep. But no, they'd rather hire RoboCop to go and do it. Now this way they don't have to lose their pensions. They just have an artificial intelligence agent going there and shoot up everybody. You're all criminals.
mm. hmm
Just like RoboCop. Y'all thought it was a game. RoboCop used to do the same thing until he started getting back human. Go right into a place. Everybody's a suspect. And just started shooting up everybody in the place.
Yeah. Like I said, you had to
Crazy.
watch out. The Nig Master 2000. Because
Not the Nick
that's
Master
all it
2000.
that's all it was designed for.
That's it.
Now
I hear you
that's
did.
it's like that facial recognition shit.
Oh yeah.
That
Right.
doesn't work on black people,
No.
but you're gonna sit up here and set up a damn robot to make the decisions.
Right.
Sheesh.
That part. That part is very true. Just absolutely craziness. Let's
Mhm.
see what else we got. So anyway, like I was saying earlier, that's my last little bit that I was watching Emancipation, which was Will Smith's movie
Was it good?
with Antoine Fuqua. It was. It was good. It was good. It was good. I mean, I think actually it was probably supposed to drop like right after he won the Oscar, but because of the whole slap situation, it was kind of like pushed back. But it was good. It
hmm
really was good. I enjoyed it. I mean, made me still feel the same way about a lot of these Caucasians and their bullshit, but it's true. It existed. As much as they try to erase history and actual realities of things that they've done, the reality is it is what it is.
Mm-mm-mm.
So, but it was a really good movie.
How
Of
was
course,
his acting? Did he slap anybody in that one?
he didn't slap anybody, but he did do a lot of shoving and stuff. He
Okay.
did do a lot of shoving. Uh, but again, it was a good movie. Definitely something to check out. It is on Apple, so if you have Apple TV or your Apple thing, you can watch it. It is free, so
Oh, okay.
definitely a good movie to watch.
Well, you know what spaces I'll be looking through.
Oh yeah, but yeah, definitely a good movie to check out. So definitely want to take some time and check it out. Let's see. I think it was well. This will probably be the last one because I think I may not do one before Christmas. If I do, it'll just be like we normally do, just pop on and just kick it. We won't really do anything too much newsworthy unless something else pops up. But most of the time, it'll just be
Oh,
getting back to the people.
there'll be some
It'll be some
bullshit.
fuckery to talk about, but it,
Because
it won't be nothing.
that's when all the fuckery comes out.
Yeah, yeah,
When when you take a hiatus, everything jumps out.
yeah. And start
Everything.
dragging people into shit and everything. So
hmm
this will be interesting.
Do a special news edition.
Yeah, that's what I'll do, probably. Um, so yep, that'll be next week. This week I've just been studying, so guys, please pray for me because I take my state test next week. I was supposed to take it today, yes, tomorrow, but I had to reschedule. So yeah, just
State test for what? Can
From
you
my
talk about?
license to increase my license for my job.
Oh,
So
oh, okay.
more money, more pay.
Great.
So
Okay.
gotta do this to kind of increase. But hey, what's going
Hey.
on, Johnny Mac? Um, so hey, gotta make it work.
Okay.
Get that
Out,
paper,
out,
dog.
out there doing things.
Yeah, trying. I was like, oh, how much more? And all I need to do is do this. Oh, okay. Uh, so
He said
I've
they
been
ain't, said they didn't they didn't say anything. Just
didn't
said,
say nothing but a word. It was like, oh, you can take this crash course. Is happening this weekend. Not a problem. I was there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday night, then Saturday morning, Saturday night, then Sunday morning, then Sunday night, and then you just study the rest, like
oh, okay.
up until the rest. And I was like, cool, no problem, I can do that. And the teacher was really cool, and it was just like, okay, I don't mind crash courses because I like that everything just all condensed in once. That whole drag out for a
Mm.
whole 3 4 months where you going
Oh
back and
no,
forth.
no,
I
that's too
can't.
long.
That's too much because what I've learned in the beginning of the course, I'm still kind of like, okay. By the middle, I'm like, I'm learning something new and I'm on to something new. So if you just give it to me all at once, I can all just kind of jumble it all together all at once and be like, all right, cool, give me the test, let's go. So that's where
Mhm.
I'm at right now. So yep. So next week we'll be on and popping, and then I'll be very much a state person, and that'll be great.
Okay.
And I can be like, "Here's my badge, bitch!" Like so. But no, it definitely just all about elevation. So you gotta do something different to get to a different place. And that's all it
Hmm.
is.
That's right.
Um,
Stack that
that
cash,
can.
boy.
Why you can,
C-
Chopper? You don't know
'cause-
how long it's
yeah,
gonna be.
yeah, because shit, damn, everything has gone up ridiculously.
Yeah, yeah. I had a great time for a morning. It's like, oh wow, yeah, that's crazy.
What's
That's
that?
crazy. I didn't.
Is it-
Yeah,
I had a,
my great grandparents were indentured servants. So I didn't.
mm,
But it's crazy that a lot of us don't know our history, and we need to. This stuff needs to be told. And I get it. Granted, it makes a lot of people angry, and it's frustrating, and all those things. But it's still history that needs to be
mm.
told. Uh, all the others get to tell their history and it be
Yeah.
applauded
Hmm.
and awarded and compensated. And we're the only ones that can't talk about it,
No,
and
they
yet
don't
we
want you
still
to
get the
talk
most
about it.
but we still get the most shit
Hmm.
about it.
Yeah, they don't want you to talk about it. That's the whole thing.
But then they
They
still
could just,
act like what they did or what happened was just something like, oh, it was a dark time, but it was still a great time because we
mhm.
had.
No, your people were shitty, and they still are.
Yep,
That's all.
they've been shitty. Um, yeah, and that's just the sad truth of the matter. But yeah, that's all it was. But definitely check out Emancipation. I think it was a good movie. Um, for some reason, I fell asleep on the Christmas Carol on Netflix. The worst. All I kept hearing was singing, and I'm like, when did all this singing happen in the goddamn Christmas Carol? What the hell is going on? So definitely, and I'm an animated person. Like I'll watch something animated uh, before I even watch a real live type thing. But nah, I'm not even gonna waste your time. Don't even. If you see it, run far away.
What?
Because I don't know what the hell they were doing. I was like, what's all this singing in my ear? But it
Mm.
was a whole
What's
lot.
going on with Netflix anyway? I'm thinking about
I
dropping it.
don't know. I mean, for the increase, there shouldn't be a lot going on with it. So you're not the only one because I was thinking the same thing for nearly $20, and all I'm seeing is stuff that I own that I have owned for years,
Mm.
or the only thing new that I see or that would usually sometimes interest is some of the foreign films. But
Yeah, and that's about it.
yeah, But I'm real sick of the foreign films with the English overlays that don't even match.
Mash.
And you're like, wait, what? Uh,
Yeah,
there was this. Hmm.
because they've gotten real slick with it now.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
just pick a language, any
yeah.
language, but then it just doesn't fit.
It don't mesh well. And you're like, okay, this is a foreign film. Like there's this one, uh, All My Friends Are Dead, is it? All My Friends Are Dead or All My Friends Died or some mess. And it opens up with everybody in this house dead. Dead dead. And then it rewinds back to I guess how all the people died.
Hmm.
Uh it's a decent watch. It just took me a bit because the the doubling of the trying to make it match English was just too much. It was like just put the subtitles in it, god damn it, because this is stupid. Um, but yeah, but definitely a good watch. Yeah, but how everybody dies is crazy. It really is crazy. But if you see it, definitely check it out. Let me know what you thought. I'm curious to know about that. Let's see what else. Yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. That is it. That's all I got. So if you have anything you want to share, and I'll drop the link for like the next couple seconds, and anybody who wants to pop on to either talk about something maybe that we didn't talk about or to expound on something that you wanted to say, you're welcome to do so. And of course, you don't have to pop up and show your face. Just be respectful. And all right, put it in your face.
I know. Get
She'll be
down.
on camera. She said, "You in my space now."
Hmm. That's why I lock the door and go down the basement.
Yeah.
Then they're banging on the door the whole time.
Oh,
Cause there's another one. There's a fat one running around here too.
oh, not a bad one.
Oh yeah, he got there to be bulimic. He'd be
Oh,
throwing
okay.
up. He'd be throwing up. I'm like, you just need to stop, boy. Be stuffing your damn face. Push away from the bowl. Push away from the bowl.
Step back from table. Step
But
back
he's the annoying one that will wake you up and just make a whole bunch of noise until you
until
feed
you
him.
do something. Oh, okay.
Hmm. Until you feed him, he's just unreal.
About that time to feed me, Seymour. Feed me.
Mhm. And I mean loud and obnoxious.
Yeah, that's how they usually are.
Yeah, they look cute when you see them out there on the street. You just picking them up. 'Cause,
No, they don't pick up no strays.
uh,
You pick up
both.
strays, you can't get rid of them. Don't do
Oh
it.
no, you don't, you don't shop for cats like you shop for men.
No,
You picking
no.
them up because you know it is winter. It's going to be cold one, so y'all be careful out
Right.
here. Don't be picking up
Yeah,
those strays.
don't be picking up no strays. Leave them
He said
strays
this. Pam said this is
alone.
why you like fish. Fish are like furniture to me.
Mm-mm.
Fish are
No,
just like furniture to me. They look pretty. You go in
they're
there and
just
you dress them
there.
up. Uh-huh.
They're just
I mean, they
there. You
have
can't
personalities and stuff like that, but
really. I no, I've
yeah,
never
they
felt
did. They do. You have some that have person and some that will interact with you and stuff like that.
that. No.
But it's basically for food. Everything is for
Yeah,
food.
I mean, pretty much it's like feed me. I'm hungry. I'm feeding. Years ago, my brother had an Oscar. Uh,
Oh,
he's had. Let's see, I was about 6 when he originally got it. It died. I was about 10 or 11, and it moved to the big tank. So my mother had bought like this
yeah.
big thing, and it was huge. And
Mhm.
I happened to be coming downstairs on, I think it was early in the morning, because the fish tank was, as soon as you come down the steps and turn the corner, the fish tank's right there, about big tank in your
Mhm.
face. I saw that fish turned up. I ran down back up
Wow.
the steps, like, Mom, what you talking about? I said, the fish is dead. She said, so it's not going to. I said, "Yeah, you got to go down there and get that thing. I'm not touching that.
I was
That
going to
fish
say,
was
but it is
huge.
but it is so big.
Yeah.
and you can't keep anything with them.
Nope.
It's
Nope.
just one,
Everything
and you
that
can't
my
have a
brother
pretty
tried to,
bowl
nope.
because they
Everything
dig
that
up
my
the
brother
bowl.
tried to put in there, if he didn't eat it, he just destroyed it and moved it away. But it was just like you couldn't keep
Mhm.
nothing in there, but put other goldfish in there for him to eat because
Eat.
everything
That's
in there
about it.
he would
The only
eventually eat
the
it.
only thing in the tank was just lunch.
Yeah, he would eventually eat it, even if he's
They
like,
do.
"Oh, there's a tank full of different fish in here." About a week later, he be there swimming by himself. The last little fish be in there just hiding in the corner somewhere. Like, did he
All
see
shook,
me? Did he see me?
all stressed out.
Stressed. But yeah, those were the
Mm,
days.
mm, mm,
But
mm.
yeah, I love the pets. I love the pets. But they don't live long. No, they don't. Well, I didn't know that at first. I had no idea. I thought, oh, this fish be here forever. He's been here longer than I know. Next thing I know, I was like, whoa,
Oh yeah.
yeah, he's not supposed to be
Especially
turned up, curled up like that.
no, no. I'm just scooping them out out with the big
Mm-mm,
net.
mm-mm, mm-mm. I don't touch fish. I don't. I still don't. Even as a kid, I used to go fishing
Mm,
with my dad, and my little brother would go because he liked hooking the bait and doing all that. That was his
mhm.
job. That's what I hired him for. He would do all that, and then if I caught a fish, he would take the fish off the hook and put the fish in the
So,
bucket.
so you just
I'm
dip.
not touch.
So you just dipping rods, right?
That's dipping rods, and when the rod goes a little deeper, bing, got it. I'm used to dipping the rod or dipping my rod. Yep, sure am. Sure am. It's my
Well,
speed. It's my life.
because coconut oil keeps it
Coconut
water
coconut
resistant.
oil keeps the pole smooth, okay? And the fish bite with the
Mm, mm,
coconut
mm.
oil on the pole.
How do we get to coconut oil every week?
Cause you started. You
Ah,
started the bullshit.
but you set it up. You set it up.
Where did I go fishing? My dad used to go fishing all the time, which I thought was like tacky and horrible. He would
Uh,
go fishing. Where was that? It's right by. It's in Queens by a place called Five Town, which is like in between Far Rockaway and Queens ish area where Far Rockaway Beach is, and there's like this bridge uh, that he used to go and fish on. He used to go early in the morning because the police wouldn't let
mm,
you be out there fishing. Uh, he'd go there. A few other places he would go fishing in the area, and I'd just be like, "Oh, this shit is boring," but it was fun to him. So I would definitely go with him. But he knew that I didn't. So if my little brother couldn't go, he knew I wasn't going to go because I'm not doing that. I'm not touching no fish.
mm.
Think I'm playing. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, we used to go all the time fishing and crabbing, and we
Yeah.
would go down. We would go down to Annapolis or down to South Baltimore,
Hmm.
where the hospital is, South Baltimore
Yeah.
General, right down in there. And it's you would it would be nothing for you to see a grown man in a full suit wading in the water, crabbing and fishing. I
Oh wow.
That's like some real country shit.
Oh no, I've never seen that. The very first time I went fishing, my aunt and her boyfriend at the time took us, and this was in Brentwood, Long Island, and we just spent the weekend. We were spending the weekend with her, so that's what he liked to do. He liked to go fishing, and it was like this huge waterfall kind of reservoir area where he would fish.
Hmm.
And I was just throwing the pole out there, and fish was biting. So I was like, "Oh, this is fun." Went back home, told my dad, like, "Oh, that's fun." Like, "Oh, I caught so many fish." He was like, "All right, cool, let's go." Huh? No, so I went one morning thinking, "Oh, okay, I was cold, I was hungry, and I didn't want to do this no more."
Mm,
But definitely a good patience tool because I
yeah.
definitely was
But the best thing
impatient.
was the best thing about it was lunchtime.
No, not for me because it'd be like my dad would eat stuff that I didn't eat, so it'd be like, I ain't
Mm.
going to no McDonald's till we leave, or I ain't going. And it's like, I could have stayed home. I would have gotten all, well, not really. Because my mother was the type of, you got McDonald's money? Well, this burger
Oh,
tastes just like, so and so. It
yeah, with the
don't.
big chunks of onions in
Yeah,
it.
it don't.
No, it don't.
And you make enough money for us to go to McDonald's. I don't even know why you acting cheap.
Look,
Uh,
I want a processed patty. I don't want a real beef patty made from ground beef.
right, right.
That's the size of the bun.
Yeah, that part you can.
I want my little cookie cutter paper thin,
Yeah,
full of
cooked in the
filler patties.
microwave. Right.
Uh-huh.
I
I
want
said,
the illusion.
you give me the real shit. That shit weigh
Right.
you down. All that damn beef.
So the two things, I'm tired. I just want to take a nap. Um, no, my mother was famous for that. She
Mhm.
put stuff in food to make you go to sleep. So you'd be sleep thinking, oh, I'm gonna go outside. You know, bitch, you're gonna take this nap. By the time you wake up, it'd be
No,
no outside for you.
that's because food was real back then. All
That
this
part is
all this
true too.
all the stuff you got now, we just eating a bunch of chemicals.
Yeah, that part.
I think about it every time I crack open some ramen noodles. I was like, this
Not
stuff
the
fill you up,
ramen.
but it won't. This stuff will fill you up, but it won't digest.
It's temporary. It's like Chinese food
Hmm. Hmm.
or whatever they call it. It's just enough to fill you up for the moment. Then next thing you know, you turn around, you be hungry again. So it is
Oh
what it
yeah.
is. But anyway, sirs and ladies and beautiful people, that is all I have. Yeah, so we'll be here next week, and just for some light stuff, so it won't be too heavy. So trust and believe. Yeah, be prepared to have a good time, as always. Any parting words you have for the people, sir?
No, nothing at all. Take care of yourselves. Be
Yes.
careful out here. Wear your
Mm,
masks.
yes.
That is one
Um,
good. I'm seeing a lot of people wearing masks again.
yeah, yeah, and that's the
So
good part.
that's good. They say it smells like you just brought.
Yes, it does. But definitely, and be careful out here, people. The paparazzi is any and everybody. Okay,
Mhm. At the shrimp shack.
at the shrimp shack, at the chicken spot. That's 45 minutes away. That must be some good ass chicken. 45 minutes, bitch. Who was driving 45 minutes for some chicken?
Mm.
Damn.
Get all the way there and come to find out they don't have no wings.
Ooh, ooh. That would be messed up. That would be messed up.
Patty, you never take your mask off. I know.
Mm-mm.
I've gotten to the point I've gotten used to breathing with it on all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's especially good now because you don't even gotta wear a scarf. If you put your mask on, you don't need no
You
scarf.
face all everything warm.
Okay, everything covered. Bam,
I was like, all
boom.
right, I can hike with this.
Oh, make sure you get that N45 one though. Don't get that other one because you might have some air going into your lungs. But
Lungs.
you get the good one to stop all that. But yeah, no, I always still carry mine. Just because you never know. People out here coughing and hacking. You're like, hold
Oh
that.
yeah.
Nobody want that.
Still taking stuff for a joke.
Yeah, yeah, really seriously. Oh, this it's over. Let it be over for you. It ain't over for me. I'm sorry. I'm okay.
Hmm. Believe me, like I say, you don't know where everybody's been.
No, no, you sure don't. Whom everybody has been around. So don't
Mm.
believe the hype when people say, "Oh, this is over." Like even with the CDC, we're gonna stop talking about monkeypox, bitch. You could, you can.
Just because you don't talk about it doesn't mean it's still not here.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. So. But just make sure that like you're protecting yourself, you're doing what you need to do, and that's all you can do.
Hmm.
And until next time, beautiful people, that is all I got to
Okay.
give you.
Sir, could you give me 5 minutes?
I surely can. Not a
Okay.
problem for you, brother. Anything. All right. And with that said, everybody have a great night. Peace and good hair grease and all that good stuff. Oh no, wait, I forgot it. Did I
What?
forget it? I did. Oh, real quick. So, um, that lady has been making them pies. The police
Oh,
got after her. The police got after her because she was making them pies, and they said, "Bitch, you won't make another pie. We gonna kidnap you." So this is what happened to Miss Patty Pies herself as she was on stage, and they was like, "Bitch, you arrested for making all these goddamn pies. Here you go."
770 to my 8 years. Hold up. Wait!
What happened?
770 to my 8 years. Hold up. Wait!
What happened? Person was like, Patty! Patty!
No, you know what's funny? When that guard threw them damn flowers on the
Right,
ground.
right.
Yeah,
I
that was
said,
that
was
was
there
the bomb.
something in the
That was the bomb scare.
right?
Ooh.
Was there something in the flowers?
Oh my goodness, that was hilarious.
It was like, Patty, you
But
make
plus,
another goddamn pie, I'ma blow your face off.
we caught your ass with them diabetic sweet ass pies.
Right. Them pies gave me the sugars.
The sugars. Oh my goodness. They said they saw man, he got rushed off the stage. Nobody they should lead you. That's right. I'd have packed my shit up. I'd have packed my shit up. They snatched Patty off the stage. I'm right behind them.
Right. I'd have been like how it was in The Color Purple when it was like time to go and they start slamming time to go. It's
Snatching
time.
plugs out and everything.
That's it. Pulling shit.
But who would ever think at certain
I,
entertainers
I'm telling you,
concerts?
somebody blaming Patty for giving them the sugars. Somebody said, "Bitch, you got to go.
Hmm.
I can't go to
Seriously,
another function without seeing your goddamn face."
because they knew her ass was going to show up because it was near the holidays.
Right. You
and
made
that
me fat.
and that sugar, they good. They're good. They're good pies, but goddamn, they sweet as hell. Oh my
Uh-huh.
god, so
Rumor has
much.
it was Jay Wilson's people.
I hate you so much because I try to stay neutral. I,
I
I
am
just,
saying neutral, but I'm
I
just
just.
saying he's on his newfound diet, and he was trying to clean house. He was trying to
So
make
he done.
sure
So he done
he
turned
don't
on Patty.
he don't eat another damn pie. That's right. He said it, and we gonna stand by it. Patty, you've been warned.
Compression shirt,
Stop
one
making all these
size,
people
one
fat
size
round
smaller.
here. Stop making all these people fat round here.
Get them toes amputated. Fucking
Get
with
them,
that shit.
get them toes and fingers cut off.
Wait a minute, I ain't got no feeling. I only had one bite. I only had a slice. Uh,
Uh,
she got
mm-mm.
macaroni and cheese too.
Shut up. No
Get
way.
out of here.
She
As long
about
as
to
you don't
have
have no potato salad.
she about to have the potato
Next,
salad too.
right,
Next
right
to
in the
the di-
freezer,
right in
in
the
the
freezer
fridge.
next to Ray Ray. Right in the fridge next to Ray Ray.
'Tis the season.
Boot dead. Fuck around and find
Wow.
out.
She
Y'all
got
be sitting,
mac and cheese.
y'all be sitting around here dead. Fuck around and
Well, you
find
well you
out.
see you see what her cooking has done to her.
Yeah, right.
You know, you cooking all that rich. I mean, yes, it's fine
That's
every
it.
now and then, but if you cooking like that all the time,
Give you the beaties. You
hmm
have the sugars.
yeah, and she got the sugars.
She
That's probably
sure
why.
got. You got it. Just her last concert, she's on stage throwing up. Now people giving her bomb
Yeah,
threats.
that on bomb threats. Like ain't no Patty was rolling like that. Ain't
Yeah,
no Patty was a threat.
Patty about that life.
Hmm. It was probably
Say
Aretha.
my
Called
name,
down.
bitch. Right.
It was Aretha. She
The
called
ghost
down.
of Aretha.
Uh,
You know, bitch, you thought I was gone.
mhm,
You in your
mm,
fabulous
mm,
gown. I'm about to let this shit out.
mm.
You thought I was gone, bitch? Gotta put some
Mm,
respect on my name.
mhm.
Yeah, that's crazy.
See, I have been and will always be the queen of soul.
Right.
Mm,
So
mm, mm.
wait. You don't ask no questions, mofo. If the security is pushing you out the way, you move with the security. She should know
Seriously.
better.
But he just threw them damn flowers down. Like, put the shit down. Anybody beat a bomb in there.
Right.
Mm.
Anthrax in the flowers. Tell my go ahead, sniff them, Patty. No. Go ahead, take a sniff. Smells like
Yeah,
that
that's right.
pie, don't it?
That's right. That's right, Babs. Reefer.
Right.
Roll right on up there. Thought that shit
Rita.
was done.
Riri said you thought it was over, bitch. I still remember you slept with my man.
Oh,
You slept with my man. And you
that
stole my song.
is, that is crazy. That is
Crazy,
crazy.
crazy. You know she ultimately petty. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
It's like in 4 years after I'm gone, I need y'all to take some roots
hmm
and put some anthrax in it. Mm-mm.
Oh boy.
That is
But that
crazy.
was that. Yeah, that was. But to think that they would call it a threat, a bomb threat.
Yeah, yeah.
Of course, that was in Milwaukee. I'm
I
not
mean,
surprised.
yeah. Why are we surprised?
Not surprised.
Mm,
Mm, mm, mm. I'm
that's
surprised she
crazy.
hasn't done an interview yet.
I'm sure she will soon. If not, she'll do it on her own little cooking network segment where she
Because I.
can cook mac and cheese and talk about the time I had a bomb threat, y'all.
Mm-hmm. She.
Tried to shoot my toes off.
Look, that's the first thing. The security guard rolls up behind you. He grabs you.
She was she was
You.
over there acting like Della Reese. Here my pinky toe. Here it is. You want to shoot off my pinky toe?
He got to because the doctors amputate that bit. Took it right off. The little crusty one.
Just took it right off.
Mm,
Oh,
mm, mm.
yeah, but that's
Too
okay.
much.
That's really all I had. I saw that and I said, oh, I forgot. So yeah, you can blame me. But in
Mm.
that case, you guys have a great night. God bless. Good night.
Take
Until next
care.
time, peace.